have alopecia. And I was like, okay, I don't know her situation, but does everybody else know that you can also have traction alopecia? Hello, welcome back. Today I'm gonna be doing something I haven't done before. I've spent too much time on TikTok. That's really what did it, to be honest. And I've been getting a lot of hair questions as usual, and I haven't done a hair frequently asked questions, a hair Q&A. So I figured today's the day to do that, but not just a hair Q&A. I am also going to be trying out a bunch of UK sweets and snacks. Now, the idea came for this when I was on TikTok way too late at night, but it's a video of Steve Carell, oh my god, I feel like I've never had to say his name, and he is on some, I don't know, talk show, Q&A, whatever, and he gets some jelly tots. So he gets jelly tots, whatever they are, and the woman is from the UK that's offering him the jelly tots, and she's like, jelly tots, and he's like, jelly tots. So then I needed jelly tots.
Those are good. Up the friendly little candy.
Yeah.
Jelly tots, right?
Yeah, like kids.
How would you say that in a lilting English accent?
Jelly tots.
Jelly tots.
Something about that video, I was like, I need to try jelly tots. Now, luckily for me, my mom was in the UK at the time, and I messaged her immediately, like, can you bring me jelly tots and every other UK snack imaginable? So she brought me, like, everything. So I have a giant bag here. I think I already, I can't even talk. I feel like I preemptively have a sugar rush, and I'm so excited because I love candy. I love sweets, especially candy. So I'm so excited to do this. I'm going to answer your questions. I asked on YouTube and TikTok and maybe Instagram, but I feel like I got all of the responses on YouTube and TikTok. So I'm gonna be going through those. I can't even focus. I'm going to start with a question because I feel like if I start with candy, I am going to go berserk. Oh, and I should say, this is a wig so that you all know. It's the wig that I've been wearing for like the last year or so now, on and off. It's about, I don't know, bust it inches, girl. It's long down to my tailbone, I guess. So yeah, just so that you don't have to spend the whole video like wondering and staring at my lace. My lace is there because it's a lace front. So let's cross your fingers that I don't get a sugar high. If I do, this video might be exceptional. The first question is from Leila Luperis, maybe. It says, how do you stretch your relaxers and what products do you use to make it easier? Oh, I should also tell you that I did not read the questions before this video, so I'm going to be answering in real time. Stretching relaxers is difficult, maybe for everybody. For me, what I would do is the first month would be fantastic, and then around week 6 or week 7, that's when things started to get like really tricky, and I was like ready to relax again. So the second month is when I would start doing styles, like I would start wearing a wig, or I would mainly wear a wig in those times. Or no, sorry, I would also do like ponytails. So I have some videos, I think I can tag it above, of me doing like this really slick bun or slick ponytail. I would do that as well. She sent a bunch, so I'll answer a few of these. If you had one hair product that you had to recommend, which one would it be? Jesus. What kind of question is this? One hair product? Just one? Okay, I'm gonna say this, but give me grace in case I change my mind in the future. I feel like the product that has saved my life so many times is Tresemme conditioner. Tresemme Moisture Rich, or sometimes I'll pick up the curl one, but honestly, the Moisture Rich Tresemme conditioner has saved my life when my hair is at its most tangled. All right, now let's try a snack. I've got Jammy Dodges here. My mom already opened the package because she couldn't wait for me to make this video. I was like, these are for the video. No. So it says it's a blueberry flavor. Blueberry. I don't know if that means like blueberry or like blueberry. Okay. Guys, I think this might be a long video. It looks like this. It's like got a little squirt and then a heart with blue. It's like a blue peak cream. Oh my god. I'm gonna have food all over my face by the end of this. I'm not disgusted. Whoa. It's just like, it's literally like a blue peak green. I don't know if I can finish that. I have a giant glass of water as well. I didn't set up my mic, so this can't be considered ASMR, but let's try. Okay. Jammy Dodgers. Let's see. The next question we have is from Anna Katerina. She says, how often do you wash your hair? I like to wash my hair once a week. Sometimes more often, but I try not to. Once a week. Does my lace look okay? Like, I can't tell. It's hard to tell. She has a bunch of questions, so let's see what else. How often do you get your hair trimmed? Oh, honestly, I wasn't trimming very often. Like, when I was natural, because I would never go to the salon, so yeah, if my hair was, you know, fairly healthy, it was good. The only time I would get it trimmed is when I would go to the salon to get it done. And say maybe that was, what, once a year or so. So back then, it was perfectly fine. And I'll put in a video or a clip of my hair without it, you know, getting frequent trims. If I got scissor happy and I felt like I was looking at the ends and I was unhappy, I would go ahead and, like, you know, snip some off. But really, it wasn't that often. Now that I've been relaxed, I was getting trims every single time I went, which was about every 10 weeks, every 8 weeks-ish. It's supposed to be 8 to 12 weeks, but I was pushing it, and you'll see how that ended up for me. Precious Taylor says, I have 4C hair, pretty sure I do, and when I relaxed my hair, it was so terrible, and I went back natural, so I'm confused. I can't breathe. I'm laughing, well, I don't know if you're laughing, but I'm laughing with you because I feel that pain. Girl, I don't have an answer for this. I don't know if this was a question, but I don't know what to do. I am in such a weird position. I haven't relaxed my hair since January, which I found out. It is now the end of October. And I feel like if I had my hair relaxed by the same person, possibly, the whole time, it would have been more seamless. But I went to about 3 different stylists over the course of the year, and one under-processed my hair, another one had to do the corrective for it, and then I went to another one. So I just don't feel like I had a really good system set up in order to be successful. I don't even know if I'm gonna go back to relax, like, you know, after this. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know, girl. Precious, stick with me and see what I end up doing, because I don't know either. I'm just documenting everything. Just Franny says, what are your go-to protective styles and tips to retain length? You guys are, you know what? Maybe I should have read these before because you guys are really coming with the questions. Protective styles, I would say it's always wearing a wig. That's my favorite protective style. Between that and a nice bun, like I would do a bun for a good week and I would just have to refresh it and put it in the bun, and that would help keep the ends off of my back, and it would help me from always kind of like wanting to change my hair up every day. And then the same with wigs, like I get them braided, I get my hair braided, pardon me, and then I put my wig on for like a week, and then after the week I wash it, and yeah, that's my favorite. Braids I like, but it's kind of like love-hate with braids because after about a week I want to take them out. So those are my go-tos. Kiara Nicole says, my relaxed hair grows well, but only in protective styles. I could never wear mine out like this. It'd break off. How do you keep it from breaking? It's a hard question. And being relaxed, this was like my first full year. It's coming up to November. November will be 1 year that I've been relaxed. And breakage was definitely a struggle for me. Now, I would say limit your use of heat if you're using heat a lot. Olaplex number 0 mixed with number 3 was amazing for me. I really, really, really like that. And I would say make sure it's moisturized and be very careful when you're detangling it and manipulating it. Like, it just wasn't as sturdy as my natural hair. So with natural hair, I'd be like, I'd be gentle, but if I was tugging at it and I was getting stuff out, it wasn't gonna break as easily as it did with my relaxed hair. So that's what I would say. Mariah says, what do you use to help grow your hair and retain length? Whew. Now, hair growth is something I've been talking about a lot, as you know. I try a bunch of different things. So sometimes it's hard for me to chalk it up to one thing. Like, I'll try different products. I was using rosemary oil for a while. Then I wasn't. I'll try hair vitamins. But hair growth is definitely something that changes depending like on who you are and how fast your hair grows, your genetics, yes. But rosemary oil helps a ton. And drinking water and keeping your hair, drinking water and keeping your scalp healthy. I've done a whole video on that. And then I think she said, I lost it, retain length. Retaining length is a whole process in itself. I think it really comes down to the way you comb your hair, keeping your hair moisturized, and keeping a good protein moisture balance so that it doesn't break off, but then it's not too mushy that it's kind of just, falling everywhere. Leah KC says, were you scared before going to relaxers? And if so, how did you get over that fear? Oh yeah, I was definitely scared. Like, I went into getting my relaxer knowing like it's not that I had been relaxed before. So I already knew like the risks of being relaxed, the dangers, horror stories. We all knew that girl that was like, yeah, well, my hair would be that long if my mom didn't relax it when I was 5. So, yeah, I definitely had those nerves, but I felt like, whatever happened would happen. I was prepared to cut my hair if need be, so that was kind of the thing for me. I wasn't super attached to my hair, even though, I make a lot of hair content. I had been really good to it up until that point, and I just kind of wanted to change. So I did my research, I found a good stylist, and that's how I got over that fear. Now, if you're asking for advice on how you should get over your fear, I would say if you're scared, don't do it. It's not for everybody, and it's not something that I particularly recommend. It's something that I did, and I documented what I did and how it went for me. But I always tell everybody that comes through my channel, my TikTok, everything, make the decision that's best for you. You have to know the risks. You have to know what could potentially go wrong and what the maintenance is like, and if you have the money to keep it up, right? So look into those things. I have a video on how to know if you should relax your hair, so I'll just put that there. That is for you, Leah. Let's try another snack. We've got Roundtree's Randoms. More random than a more random than a monkey playing a saxophone? Then why does it have a picture of a llama? I guess that's why it's like random, right? Okay. VIP. I can win VIP Ticketmaster. I'm scared. This is, almost dropped it. It's a rainbow, but it's not rainbow. It's like, I like this. It's like, it tastes like a pineapple gummy bear marshmallow cross. Oh, I love that. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to book a flight just to buy this again. This is so good. And then there's this little Christmas tree. This is so good. Okay, I'm gonna have one more. No, right? Yeah, one more. Next question. She doesn't have a username, it's just a croissant. So croissant is asking, do you straighten your new growth until you get it redone? Yes, so I'd been flat ironing my hair, but it doesn't really stay that straight, and it's not really, it's pretty difficult to get it to like blend with the rest of my hair. And then people on my TikTok come screaming at me about, why does your hair look like that? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, it's growing. I don't know what to tell you. I just can't get it to blend, like, and especially if you're in the humidity, then it just starts to like puff up and the rest is straight. Like, that's what I do. I don't know. I tried it. I don't know if it worked that great. Boosie Bot. Now, I feel like they got some hate for this question, but they asked, did you hate your texture? No, I absolutely did not hate my texture. My texture I loved. Hard to manage, yes, sometimes, but I knew how to manage it. I just wanted to change. I wanted to break, and that's why I relaxed my hair. Amber says, do you think climate has influenced your hair growth? Oh, well, I live in Toronto, which is, you should know where Toronto is. So it gets really cold and very dry very quickly. It's very dry kind of all the time. Even when it's hot outside, it's not usually like a humid heat. It's a very dry heat, in my opinion. Do I think it has influenced my hair growth? Honestly, if anything, I would say it kind of hindered my hair growth because like it gets so dry, you know, but I feel like when I'm in Barbados, when I'm in the Caribbean, my hair is just so moisturized and, you know, you're sweating and you're washing it and it's breathing and you don't have to like, you know, be running through negative 40 degrees. I feel like it's a lot better over there. So I feel like it has influenced the hair growth, not necessarily positively. V wants to know, which salon in Toronto do you go to for cuts? So I've been to a lot of different salons, and that's really a problem that I've been facing, finding a good salon in Toronto. Now, I did find Juju Hair Salon or Juju Hair Studio, and I really enjoyed my experience. The only problem I had with them is that they are so popular, that they're so booked, that it was hard for me to get an appointment sometimes. So I had been going to other stylists at other points. So I would get my hair trimmed anytime I went to get it relaxed. I wasn't getting my hair trimmed really when I was natural. And yeah, I would say go to Juju if you can get an appointment. I definitely enjoyed my experience there. But I am looking for new salons. I love trying different, well, I don't love trying different salons because we all know I'm terrified of stylists, but I am open to finding good stylists. So if you know any, let me know. I can get a snack, right? I don't have to answer another question. OMG. Okay. We have rhubarb and custard. Sweet and zingy treat. No artificial colors, flavoring preservatives. Let's do it. Oh, they're like stuck together. Okay. It looks like this. I wonder if it's like chewy. Oh, it's hard. I like it. Oh my god. Does it have rhubarb in it? Mmm. This is good. This is a hard-boiled sweet. It's really good. I don't think it has rhubarb. But it's like really like the thickness of like a whole lollipop. Like, I can't get through that. I need to just put it on a stick. I like that though. That's really good. I'm gonna enjoy that. The Sky is Falling, Babylon is Falling asked, which relaxer do you use? So my stylists were using two different relaxers because they were two different stylists until I kind of got them on the same page. But one used Affirm and No Lie, Affirm No Lie, and the other one used Vital No Lie. Venus Infers says, honestly, how to keep hair looking good whilst not abusing heat, especially with new growth and all of that. Huh. Ooh, that's a tough question. I abused heat. I mean, I just used it whenever I felt like using it, to be honest. I just tried my best, but I would say a good alternative is Revair. Revair is really good for not like putting direct heat onto your hair the same way that a blow dryer would or a flat iron would. And then just to keep it looking good, like I think you should just pick different styles. Like I wanted to do a lot of straight styles, so that was my preference. But if you were to do, you know, like twists and braids and different things like that would make the difference. And keeping your roots stretched would also help. Authenticity is key said, the protective styles that work best for you and for how long you keep them in and how you maintain them. All right, the best protective style that I like to do is wigs. I would wear my hair in braids underneath for a week, and then after the week I take them out, wash them. Sometimes it'll push to about 10 days, but I don't really like to go past that. Yeah, so then I just wash them a week and then I put my wig back on after, you know, I wash my wig and deal with all of that. Or buns. Buns work for me too. Favorite Chinaza says, before I ask my question, I must say your hair is so lovely. Thank you. I really want to grow mine long and thick. How do I make my hair grow thick? Okay, so if you want to speed up hair growth, I would suggest using rosemary oil or rosemary water. Keep your scalp clean. You can eat more mangoes, drink water, stimulate your scalp with, you know, scalp massages, things like that definitely help. Neo says, what is your daily routine for your hair? Like, I don't know how to moisturize my hair before going to work. I need help. Whew, daily routine. So I'm a very low maintenance kind of girl. So usually I pick something that I can kind of stick to. I'll moisturize. It depends. So if I'm wearing my hair in a straight style, I'm only going to moisturize my hair the day that I flat iron it, because I tend to use water-based moisturizers. And then from there I would go ahead and add some Jisoo oil onto my hair to make sure that, you know, it still has some sort of something on it so that it's not super dry. When my hair was natural though, I would moisturize it probably every 2 days or so as needed with a light moisturizer. I would tell you what I use, but I don't even remember, and I'm probably going to switch it up if I go back natural. So I would say that, yeah, before going to work, my favorite moisturizer right now is the Way Leave-In Conditioner. I love it. So if you're relaxed, I would recommend that because it's really good with protein and moisture. So I love it. Okay, let's try the infamous jelly tots. I'm freaking out. I have been dying to try these jelly tots for so long. Like, I'm not holding back. I don't care. These have to get eaten right now by me. Oh God. Okay, perfect. Oh, okay. Okay, they look like that. Little tiny jubes. Let's see, they're hard. Oh. 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 That purple one tastes like currant or something. Diwali fireworks. I wonder what color and what flavor this yellow one is. It's like midnight, so I'm really tired, guys. Lemon. Jelly tots are just like sugary jubes. Nanny Boo wants to know, Q for the Q&A, which salon do you go to for a relaxer in Toronto? The last salon I went to was Juju Hair Studio. So yeah, I have videos on them. I have TikToks on them, videos on them. That's the last place that I went. We have these Haribo Star Mix. Kids and grown-ups love it, so now with fruit juice, the happy world of Haribo. Oh, I think that's how it... Kids and grown-ups love it, so the happy world of Haribo. I thought this was going to be so seamless, and all I've done this whole video is struggle with packaging. I should literally call this Q&A and watch me struggle to open candy. It's like adult proof. We're in. Ooh, what is this green ring thing? It's so hard. This is fruitier mix. It's edible, but it's like really thick and chewy gummy bears. Okay. I would finish that pack though. Okay. I didn't even realize that they were so mixed. They even had an egg in here. I got this heart, so I gotta try that. It's a little softer. It tastes like, you know, at Halloween, and you get those little burgers, like burger gummies? Tastes like that, like a burger gummy. Nathina Antoinette says, listen, is this a sign because these blowouts aren't staying blown out? No, not a sign. Just me showing you what I'm doing. Not a sign. Again, I have a video on how to know if you should relax your hair, if it's for you. I'm gonna eat this little egg now. They're edible, but so far, this isn't my favorite one. Layla Luberi says, what do you do when you feel like your hair is thinning and breaking? I use Olaplex. Apogee is also really good for that. I would check the styles that I'm wearing. Are they high tension? You know, I saw a video on TikTok of this girl who had braids, and the braids had a giant gap in the middle, and she had it like pulled back in a ponytail, and she was like, I have alopecia. And I was like, okay, I don't know her situation, but does everybody else know that you can also have traction alopecia, which comes from when your hair is being pulled so tight that you're literally slowly waxing your hair, like you're pulling your hair out of the roots and you're damaging the follicles. Like, you have to be careful of the styles that you pick, right? So check the style that you're wearing, check the products that you're using, tie your hair down at night because the friction, you know, from sleeping for hours going like this and that can wear down your hair. Those would be my top suggestions. Olaplex number 0 and number 3 in conjunction, or Apogee, and products that have protein in them. Let's see, Anna Katharina has another question. She wants to know how I deal with humidity. I don't. Humidity, when I'm dealing with it in Barbados, is so difficult because as soon as like I have a style, it just goes wherever. So I just kind of roll with the punches. I like to wear wigs in Barbados. I don't like to. It's easier though because I don't have to deal with the style not looking how I want it to look, but I get really hot. So it's like a trade-off. But aside from that, I like to use the green Eco Styler gel. Like if I'm slicking down my hair, that really helps keep my hair like perfect in a bun, even in humidity. And then I could even use like a little bit of Got2b just around the edges or anywhere that I feel like my flyaways are going crazy. But I would say that's the best thing. And just knowing that you're in a humid climate, like I don't go down there and try to flat iron my hair. It'd be useless, right? So I kind of just, okay, set my expectations that yes, I am somewhere extremely warm and there's a lot of humidity and I can't just do the styles that I can do when I'm in Toronto. Marty wants to know if I have any recommendations for growing out the nape of hair. Kitchen in the back of her hair is so short. I would say look at the styles that you're wearing. Are you wearing like a really high ponytail that's causing the back to break? Or, you know, is there some way that the back of your head's rubbing? Do you sleep on your back, on cotton pillows? Do you not tie your hair down? Are you moisturizing your hair? Is your ponytail too tight? I would say look at those things. Rosemary oil will definitely help grow out the back of your hair. It is as powerful or more powerful than Rogaine. And then I also have a video on, growing your hair. So I would suggest looking into those things, drinking water, rosemary oil on the back, massaging it daily, and you should definitely start to see a difference. Amber A says, length retention please, especially if you know any for tropical climates. Okay, so tropical climates are really good for the humidity. Your hair stays really moisturized. I would say look at your protein. Like, is there any protein in your hair in your moisturizer? Are you doing any protein treatments like deep conditioners, specifically ones with protein in it? You could probably then handle things like Olaplex, Apogee, which would be really good, like, you know, for structuring your hair, bonding everything like this. I would say that would be your best bet. What else? Yeah, tropical climates is really good for hair growth. SBW Purple Heart wants to know, what products do you use to keep it healthy? Ooh, good question. I love Whey, one of my favorite lines. Jisoo is also one of my favorite lines. Olaplex has an amazing conditioner and shampoo, aside from, like, you know, the regular things that they have. Heat protectants, also important. I use the Olaplex oil. I use the... What other heat protectant do I use? Olaplex oil. I use a Silk Elements coconut heat protector as well. I would say those are some of my key products, and my Tresemme conditioner, which is like me and Tresemme to the end. Alyssa G. Nurse wants to know, how long do you wait in between relaxers, and do you relax until there's no texture? Ooh. So I've never really specified to the stylist like how much I wanted it relaxed. Like, I just tell them I want my hair relaxed. I recommend waiting the normal amount of time that they always say. I think they say like 12 to 14 weeks or something like that. I was relaxing about every 8 weeks because I just could not take the stretch, and it didn't work out well. So I would recommend staying within the 12 to 14 week range. And for the question about if I relax until there's no texture, I feel like you should let your stylist know what you want to do. Because as I said, I didn't, but they never re-relaxed like the rest of my hair. It was always just the roots. So I don't know if your stylist is like going over everything, but make sure that they don't do that. White Heart Pisces says, new to your channel, I literally can't do anything with my natural hair, so I'm debating if I should relax it, so please let me know if that's healthy. I've answered this kind of in this video and in other videos. I relax my hair as my own choice. I'm not saying that's something that everybody should do. I think I'm going to be going back to being natural, and if there's like a really good medium, like a keratin treatment or something that I fall in love with, then so be it. But I would suggest, as I always do, learning your natural hair first, because that's what really saved me when the times were trying with my relaxed hair. I already knew how to manage my natural hair. So try different styles, I would say, like, you know, do braids, do a roller set, play around with heat a little bit, because your hair can take it better than if it's relaxed. So try all of your options, and then look and do your research on relaxers and the stylists in your area, people you know, talk to them, all of that before you make a decision. Is that all the questions? It might be. What else do I have? I have more things. Do you really want to see me eat more things? We've got Jaffa cakes. You know what I feel like these would be? Oh. I felt like those would be like those orange covered, chocolate covered oranges. Maybe like chocolate on them. It does taste like an orange. I don't like that. Ooh. Ugh. A soft orange chocolate cookie. What is up with their like soft textured cookies? Like, it's like old lady cookies. I don't like that. Nope. Oh god, I need water. Okay, let's see if we have any more questions. Anna Katerina says, how long does it take to get your hair ready on a daily basis? If I'm wearing a wig, 2 minutes. If I'm not wearing a wig, 10 minutes max. When I was natural, I never used to like to take too long on my hair. Do you frequently use heat? If so, what type of heat? Blow dry / flat iron? Both, and I try not to use them frequently, but I would use them maybe once a week. When I was when I then I'm when I was doing that, when I was relaxed is what I'm trying to say. When I was natural, yes, I used my blow dryer every week. If I'm like doing a stretch style, if not, I would just do a bun. How do I deal with humidity? I don't fight it. I try not to wear like straight styles in humidity because then it's just a problem. Do you swim with your hair out? If so, do you have any tips on how to protect it while swimming? So I don't really go into chlorine pools. I swim in the ocean. And do I protect it? So I use sunscreen in my hair when I am in the tropics, depending on like if there's no shade, or I put heat protectant in my hair. But then if I'm going underwater, like I try not to like roast my hair, you know? You can just like go underwater and then be in the direct sunlight and it's gonna dry it out with the salt in it and it'll pretty much make it turn blonde. So I try not to do that. Do I ever contemplate going natural? Yeah, I was natural forever before this, so going natural is not a thing to me. What are your biggest pros and cons of having relaxed hair in comparison to natural hair? Thank you very much. Natural hair is more resilient, thicker, because you know it's just more volume. You're not gonna have to put any like chemicals on your head, and I don't know, it's who you are, right? So I would say that those are the pros. The cons is that it's it just takes longer to do everything. It's bigger, so it takes longer to dry, all of that. I would say that's the only con. Relaxed hair is so finicky. Oh my god, it feels like an orchid. Like, it's hard to take care of. You want to keep it straight, but then you don't want to use so much heat, so then it's like, I don't know. The only pro I would say of having relaxed hair, the way I had it relaxed, was like the first month. The first month is like the sweetest thing ever. Like my hair would be, like I'd go in the shower and be done, everything in like 15 minutes. I wouldn't have to blow dry it if I didn't want to. It would dry so fast and deliciously. Yeah, just like the first month of having it freshly relaxed. After that, everything's a con. I think I answered everything. How long does your wash day take in comparison to when you were natural? During the first month, it would only take about 15 minutes, like to do absolutely everything. Yeah, and then when I was natural, it would take much longer, but when I was natural, I would skip deep conditioners sometimes. So there's that. But yeah, that's in the first month. After the first month, and it starts to get so tangled, well, mine did anyways, it took long. And I just didn't feel worth it because it was like half natural, half relaxed. And it's like if it was natural, I would have just been able to comb through it by now. But then it's like you hit the relaxed part and you're combing forever. So I would say that's the biggest difference. Do you get knots and matted hair easily? With my relaxed hair, yes. Do you get single strand knots? Yes, with my relaxed hair. And yes, I also got them when I was natural, but I wouldn't say as much. How did you get your hair healthy? It takes a lot of patience, a lot of maintenance, making sure that your hair is moisturized, a good protein balance. You have to learn your hair. I feel like people don't want to take the time to learn their hair. Like, be cognizant of the styles that you're putting your hair in. If you have your hair in really long braids for a really long time, like, you know, you're gonna be experiencing a lot of breakage. If it's in a really tight bun all of the time, you're gonna start to see breakage around like the back of your hair, around where you have your ponytail. You might even start to see your hairline recede. So you have to be aware of things like that and just be kind to your hair. Like, I can't tell you the amount of times I've been mad at my hair and I was like, you know, fighting it like this, and I'm just losing so much more hair just because I'm like at war with it. All right, so I am tapping out for tonight. It's probably like 1:30 a.m. I have to be on set in the morning, but I have more candies and I probably have more questions, so I will do a part 2 to this if there are questions that I didn't answer. These are hands down my favorite candies from the UK. These randoms taste so delicious. They come in all different things, like this little spaceship. Obviously, this is not a sponsored candy video, but I just felt like since you guys have to sit here and listen to me chew and open packages, that you should know which one was my favorite. What else do I have to tell you? That's it. You can send me questions on TikTok. It's so fat, oh my god. You can send me questions on TikTok, on Instagram, here. You can leave me a comment. I'm happy to answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in my next video. Bye! I didn't put any background music in the video, so pretend there's music here. Do, what a pop song. Please subscribe. This video took me forever. I love you guys. Bye!